Yes, the bottom line is we're going to radically simplify regional government and local government. Very clearly, we think one of the biggest things holding this country back is actually the RMA. That's created a whole bunch of red tape, green tape. We're going to be radically simplifying that. As you know, we're going to have 2 bills in the House before Christmas. And as part of that, the logical conclusion is we've got to look at how we can radically simplify local government as well. We're imagining a system where we're actually up to 46% of consents are not needed, and actually is much more permissive, and we can crack on and get your things done and built. And the consequence is, yes, we will be looking at local government.
How many jobs would be on the chopping block if you abolished regional councils?
Well, again, I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm just saying to you and signalling to you that it hasn't been a surprise. We've been very focused on making sure that we can actually simplify the layers of government in this country to reduce the levels of bureaucracy so that we can get things done and built in a much faster way.
How would you ensure adequate environmental protections?
Well, as you know, the RMA will have 2 components to it, some minimum environmental standards, some minimum urban development standards. With 2 bills. They'll come into the House before Christmas. There'll be a select committee process, an opportunity for people to engage on what is being proposed. But just when you step back and say, how do we make this country fundamentally wealthier, as I said on the weekend, there's several things that we're trying to do. We're trying to build out a world-class education system so our kids actually can access high-paying jobs that are out there in the world that we know we want to attract to New Zealand so they have awesome futures. We're also trying to make sure this is an easier place to get things done. We know how much damage has been done with the red tape and the bureaucracy that we've created over many, many decades. And so we actually have to have the courage to simplify the system so that we can actually not get locked in loops where we're in endless discussions, endless meetings, but not getting things done.
Doesn't it risk end up putting more power into the hands of Wellington and less into the hands of...
Again, until you see the proposal, which we will announce shortly, I'm just foreshadowing that when you've got RMA reform...
You weren't going to do, though.
Sorry?
It's precisely what you said you didn't want
Well,
to
it's not what I'm saying. I haven't announced the policy yet, Tova, so until you see it, it's a bit difficult to talk about it in detail. But suffice to say that when we're going to have RMA reform in the scale that we're imagining and what we're going to deliver, which will be pretty profound. As I said, when you think about a system that will have 46% fewer consents, then there's a legitimate question to ask about what's the role of local, regional and central government and all of that.